All right, Ian, we got to talk about movies. Remember movies was a thing in movie theaters? Remember that?
I guess, yeah, sort of.
I remember going to... Did I go to a movie this year?
Man, it started as a joke, but the last movie I ever saw in theaters really might be the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
The what?
The Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh, okay. Did I see a movie this year? I'm trying to remember because there was no... let's see. When was Black Widow supposed to come out this year? I thought I saw a movie this year, but I don't know if I have. So, all right. So AMC Theaters and Universal came to an agreement. If you didn't know before, I think we mentioned it.
Neos better call somebody.
Oh, God, Road Dogg. My friend worked with Road Dogg on the SmackDown team writing. So AMC got in a little tiff with Universal, and basically we're going to ban their future movies from being shown because of...
All I heard was fucking tears and crybaby sounds. It was so pathetic.
Because it was the Trolls 2 animated movie was going to come out in theaters in I think it was supposed to be late March or whatever it was. And then, so obviously this hits and they close up theaters. So Universal's like, oh, we're going to put it online, pay for it online, buy it on Amazon Prime or video on demand. And, which is that was the reasonable thing to do. And why the hell not? And then AMC pissed their pants about it.
Yeah.
And AMC is one of the big major chains of movie theaters here. And
really made a woe is me big fucking deal about it. Like they didn't expect companies to go and try to make money however they can during a pandemic.
A huge amount of movies in the crappy fucking Bloodshot Vin Diesel movie did this. They went it was right when it was happening, in mid-March. They went into theaters and then they also put a video on demand.
I think Invisible Man was another one that they did that.
But then all the other movies got pushed out,
right?
Because now since no one's watching movies, when this resumes, it'll be all the major movies like Top Gun 2, which I was looking forward to, and Tenet, which I still think they're trying to show in theaters. I think later this month in early September. I didn't think it's going to happen. We were looking forward to stuff, Black Widow, things like that. Everything gets pushed here. So first they were being whiny about it, AMC, because they looked at it. Well, if they do that, other companies will follow suit, which they could. But I always think people want to see movies in a theater by and large. There's no way. If I don't care how cool your home theater is, and there are some cool home theaters, I like the movie going experience, and a lot of people do. But anyway,
no, it's just people like to go out. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
At some point, even if you had a perfectly recreated movie theater at home, there's something nice about going out into the public and seeing a movie with people.
So this is good news. They made amends. That they shook hands. Fair play with AMC and Universal. This is from the Hollywood Reporter, Ian. Reporting on the scene, Hollywood. The back of that. The studio will have the option of making any of its titles as well as films from Focus Features available on premium VOD just 3 weekends after the cinema. So there came to I think a reasonable compromise where the movie comes out, you get 2 full weeks, 3 full weekends. It was when the movie makes most of their money.
Yeah, 17 days, 2 weeks, 3 weekends.
Yeah, so you start the Thursday before and go into the third Sunday basically. So that's a great compromise. That's a great compromise. Everyone wins, and then I don't think Universal would care to be like, okay, well, wait 2.5 weeks to put a video on demand during all this fucking crisis, obviously. So in a stunning reversal, AMC Theaters has struck a historic agreement with Universal that will allow the studio's movies to be made available on premium video on demand, just 17 days of play in cinemas, including 3 weekends, the two companies announced Tuesday. It shatters a traditional theatrical window, a long-standing policy that has required studios to play their films on the big screen for nearly 3 months before making films available in the home.
We're just not in that. We're not in that place anymore.
Sure.
What's era? I mean, that made sense in the 70s and 80s and the 90s, but as streaming and things have gotten more and more popular, that has always struck me as very old-fashioned.
Yeah, now it's 2 months later, you go on a plane, the movie is playing on it sometimes. Right. It's what the hell? That's happened for a couple movies. I skipped in the theater. Now it's on a plane 2.5 months later. Now it's all about just getting it out, seeing to most people as broad as you can. On demand, Blu-rays, if that's still going to be a thing 5 years from now, I have no idea. Let's just push it out to as many people. Distribute it as much as possible. Don't have it locked in to just the theater chains. Then obviously they control it, and obviously that's their business to do that. But that doesn't benefit the studio at all versus getting out to as many people as possible.
Right.
It just doesn't. But they had to play ball and do that, obviously. Not anymore. Sorry. People have Prime. People, want to buy stuff, Well,
I think that's what AMC realized, that they can talk all this talk, but Universal at this point probably sees the theater market as, well, push comes to shove. Yeah, we'll call my bluff. We'll say fuck you.
And the theater is one of those things where you're indoors, unless they really, God, I talked about this the other day with someone about how restaurant chains, hotels, definitely cruise ships, movie theaters, they're going to have to technologically deal with this. They're going to have to do virus filtering, UV filtering. I talked to our buddy Rue, who's actually, they're working on developing safe, I think it's UVC band, where it's safe to humans but kills viruses. So you can do something with the light system, even if it's like once every hour for like 5 minutes to make sure it's safe. Where you gotta kill the shit in the air.
Our favorite light bulb boy.
But they have to come up with solutions, or I'm not stepping foot in a restaurant again until this is done. I'm not taking the risk. And I go and I see people, yeah, we're outside. They're not 6 feet away from each other outside, these people. And the waiter still got to come up to them sometimes. It's still not safe to me outdoors versus indoors. So the point is this, is that these industries are going to have to adapt. The theater's going to have to adapt. Until this happens and everyone's totally cool, they're not going to have a choice. People aren't going to go to the theater anyway.
Yeah. I'm
not going into a movie theater until we are in the clear. Whether I'm vaccinated, you can say, oh, Pat, you're worrying too much. I'm not. I'll buy this shit and watch it at home.
Yeah,
I will. I'll do takeout and delivery on DoorDash, instead of going in. Some people are still thinking, oh, it's going to be okay. No, I'm going to play it safe. And most people are, I think, on my side when it comes to that. I mean, look at the numbers. Look at the polling numbers. So more than any other studio, Universal has pushed for years to shorten the theatrical window, but it has backed down in the face of boycott threats from AMC and other major exhibitors. So, well, now you got to play ball, folks. You got to play ball, movie theater chains. So I see this. I don't know how quickly this is going to be adopted by other theaters. Other production companies like Disney, if they're going to say, no, we like this as well, we want to do this. Obviously, that would be a watershed moment, and that would really change everything. I always said that it'd be awesome to have like a party and have like 5 people over your house and just buy your own food and watch the movie. If you have a nice setup, why not?
Yeah.
Even charge a premium. Charge like a rental fee of, I don't know, $25-$30 for the weekend. Split it between 5 people, like watching a pay-per-view. I think most people would be down for something like that in this day and age.
Yeah,
I think they would.
I do too.
Even like a weekend rental of seeing the new Avengers, or purchase it, or go nutty. Oh, I'll purchase it for a premium, before the 2-month window's out or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do something like that. Like, why not? It's the movie theater is the only thing that has not really changed drastically in terms of technology, in terms of like how we access it, and it just goes up in value. So it goes up in price every year. And yeah, they upgrade it to digital and things like that. But now it's like, that's it. What else can you do? Digital. We're done. We have beautiful 4K fucking screens or IMAX screens and beautiful 3D sound. 3D sucks, and that never caught on, thankfully, 10 years ago. We're done, though.
Wow, they really tried to make that catch on, though.
Yes. When they started doing like half the showings were I had to see fucking Iron Man 3 in 3D. I didn't want to see that shit in 3D. It sucked in 3D. I wanted to see it normally. Or was that Iron Man 2? I think it was Iron Man 2. Anyway, there was just no reason to watch it in 3D to see a movie like that. But anyway. All right, anything else to add here?
No.
Like, I want to go to movie theaters again. That'd be awesome to go out, but it's not going to happen for a while.